For more, let's bring in the host of Don't At Me with Dan Dakich on OutKick, the man himself, Dan Dakich. Dan, I want to focus first on what Kash Patel called kind of the insider trading scandal for the NBA. It is the fraudulent wagering scheme that involved Terry Rozier. And Adam Silver himself, I think it was on Tuesday, with Pat McAfee, was talking about trying to work with the betting companies. I'm assuming it's like FanDuel as one, to pull back on some of these prop bets or these proposition bets. So it seemed like they knew that maybe this was a problem, but how much does this tarnish the entire game and league?
Well, Brian Windhurst, who's one of the best reporters in the NBA, he came out and said they knew at the time the gambling companies, there are things involved where they can track betting. And on March 23rd, Rozier's numbers went way up, and they flagged it, found out, hey, look, he left after 9 minutes. So the NBA has known about this. They tried to sweep it under the rug. And Adam Silver has shown absolutely no leadership in this. Prop bets are a problem. What Rozier did was basically tell his buddies, I'm going to play 9 minutes, take the under on my points, rebounds, three-point shots, whatever else there was. They did it. And Rozier, who, by the way, makes $26 million a year, this dummy decided, okay, for $200,000, which Rozier alleged to have sat in his living room and split up with his buddies. How does it damage the NBA? The NBA is the one league, and this goes back to when I was a teenager a long time ago in the 70s, that has always had a perception problem. Fixed. Tim Donaghy, former referee, said this league is fixed. He went to jail, a referee, for fixing games. He spilled the beans. The perception problem has always been there. So honestly, I don't know that this hurts the league in terms of perception, as weird and dumb as that sounds. But certainly it isn't going away. The NBA is considered more WWE, professional wrestling, when it comes to integrity than it is an actual sport.
So how does it change? So you're saying it may not change the NBA, but what about the multi-billion-dollar legal sports betting industry? How does this change that?
Well, they got screwed. I mean, if you really think about it, now are people going to trust what they're doing? Are people going to say, I'm not going to bet with DraftKings, or you mentioned FanDuel, because, look, I don't know whether this is on the up and up. And I believe Kash Patel, or one of the members of the folks that spoke today, talked about that. You know, they said the real victim here is the sports betting operations that are doing it legal. And in fact, it's really easy to find now. It really is, because all of these entities are now regulated. They have algorithms that flag bets that are above and beyond, far above and beyond the norm. So it's actually easy to find. But you're right. These sports properties, these sports betting properties are the ones affected.
Real quick, Dan, on that note, there are already these sports betting platforms, and I read the indictments, are already under pressure from the prediction markets, which are getting in on their business. The NHL just signed that deal with Kalshi and Polymarket. They're eating their lunch. They're getting it both sides. Real quick.
Yeah, they are getting it both sides. And you know what? I don't know what they can do about it, if you really think. I mean, do they want to take prop bets away? Well, prop bets are a big, big industry. I think they should take prop bets away in college. I think that is very dangerous for college kids living in that environment. But pros, man, you got to rely on somebody's integrity. Look, Terry Rozier, I think he's just dumb.
Well,
that's it, just dumb. And I don't know how you
Dan Dakich, you're the best. Thank you so much.